Abyss Walkers and Anti-Heroes, my name is TB Skyen, and welcome back to the boss designs of Dark Souls. Now, last time, we had a surprisingly easy boss fight with Artorias, all things considered. Like, from his design, it felt a lot like he was supposed to be harder than he was, but I've come to accept at this point that I am somewhat overpowered for a bunch of the content that I've been going through, which is a little bit of a pity, because, like, I wanted to have the big, tough boss fights where I die a bunch of times with enemies, but as it stands, well, makes it easier to edit the episodes, because I don't die so many times. So, having dealt with poor Artorias, corrupted poor Artorias, we are making our way, well, back to where we killed him, and then we'll see what else we may find in Ulasil. Presumably more bosses, I hope. So we've got two options at this point. We can either... Oh, hello.
You. Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it?
Yeah.
Thank you. You are very kind. Please take this. I no longer need it.
Oh, cool.
May the Lord guide thee.
I mean, I wasn't going to use it to make a weapon, so... Hello. That's a cool mask. Your outfit looks extremely like Artorias's. So I take it that you were companions of some sort? Well, it's nice that he has a grave at least. Okay. I guess there's a key somewhere. So I'm gonna take a guess and say that whatever Artorias killed before he attacked us, we are gonna run into them here? Yep. Hi. I think they're having an argument over anime. Yeah, definitely anime. Listen, all of your waifus are trash. Neon Genesis Evangelion is overrated. Gonna make you angry with my controversial anime opinion. What the hell? Is he shooting humanity at me? That's what it looks like. He's kind of like those dark wraiths in the... Wow, he's ugly. He's kind of like those dark wraiths. Like, they also had that shield that looked like the humanity thing. Let there be light. I only have one light source, but I don't think I have it with me. Yeah, I do. Skull Lantern. Oh, it does something. I guess the Skull Lantern has an effect. Silver pendant. Deflects dark. Oh! One of the ancient treasures of Anor Londo presented to Artorias for facing the Abyss effectively deflects the dark of the Abyss, especially in its magic forms. I'll equip it then. Dark Orb. Oh, it's a spell. I see. How do I get away from here again, actually? Woohoo! Not dead. Your anime hot takes are too weak to harm me. I feel like we're getting kind of closer to the Abyss right now. Do you dumbasses want to run at me in single file so I can just kind of slam you with my sword over and over again? Okay. This needs to be gotten rid of. Ugh. That's a fireplace. Nice. Hello. Yeah, yeah. And that is a mimic. A Mimikyu. Jerk. Aha! A key! That's what I was looking for. So, I guess I want to go back and use it. Okay. Let's go see if we can open that door. This is when it turns out the key isn't for this door. Oh, it is. Good.
What a thrill.
Oh. Hello. You're large. Oh, wow. What happened to your face, dude? Is that your face? Under there? Hi.
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias.
I guess.
Old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
Really? 'Cause...
Dragons shall never be forgotten. We knights fought valiantly, but for every one of them, we lost 80 of our own. Exhilaration, pride, hatred, rage. The dragons teased out our dearest emotions. Thou will understand one day. At our twilight, old thoughts return, in great waves of nostalgia. But Moro, is the black dragon posing thee duress?
Yes?
Yes, I thought as much. He's called Kalameet. Ferocious dragon indeed, even mighty Anna Londo dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but thy intent is to persevere to the bitter end.
I don't think I have a choice.
Good, good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Golf hunts dragons.
Oh! He's dusty. That's a big bow. Well, he's not flying anymore.
Yes, a truer shot was never loosed. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Ah, dragon slaying, knighthood's highest calling.
That's a hell of a bow. Damn. I'm blind, too. Good shot. So I think I have an idea of where that dragon went down, and I kind of want to go and find it. I mean, it may be a big mistake, but... Oh. The lady is gone. Where did she go, I wonder? Yep, that's where he is. The fog door is there now. I guess we found ourselves another boss. All right. 80,000 souls to lose. Okay, here he comes. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hello, hi. Sorry, I seem to have made a guy shoot an arrow into your face. Oh, boy. Please don't burn me. Okay. He's got... What the hell's he got on the forehead there? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That's not normal fire. Okay. I should probably hit him at some point, shouldn't I? Ah! Ah! I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. Did he just curse me? I have to imagine that's what he did. Ugh. Okay, so when he does the standing up on hind legs thing with... Yeah, that... Whoa. What the hell is that debuff? I want to know. I'm terrified of it. Okay. Ow. Well, didn't take as much damage as I could have. I'm not sure of his ranges at all. Jeez. Ow. I can't heal now. I'll try. Well, I got a little bit. Yeah. There we go. Got it. Got healing. Okay, I'm doing some damage. Oy. Uh-oh, uh-oh, no! No! Let me down! You jerk. What is that? Jeez. Still don't know what that debuff does. Presumably makes me more vulnerable to fire or something. Come on. Hit him. Oh, thank God for being overpowered. And also being barely out of range of his attack. Ow. Okay. I can't see what I'm doing. Ugh. Should have rolled forward. Should have just gone straight into him. Like that. Okay. Oh, come on. Unblocked too soon. Oh, that hurts a lot. If I hadn't had the shield up, I would have been dead, probably. No! How do you dodge that? How do you interrupt it? Can you even make him stop? Oh, bad. Very bad. Okay. I guess I dodged it by ducking under. Okay, okay. Die. Die, 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 die. Oh, shit. So close, so close! Yes! Okay. Yeah, I'm still overpowered. I should not have survived that. I should not have won that fight. Oh, man. Good grief. I was supposed to analyze his character design at some point, wasn't I? A dragon high up in the sky, out of sight of the naked eye. So I guess if you try to come down here before the dragon is grounded, you get burnt to a crisp. Because he swoops down on you or something. He was very sleek, which is something I know. Like, he didn't really look big and kind of muscular in the same way that, like, some Western dragon designs do. He looked very sleek and agile. And he had that one glowing red eye. on his head. Like, that scary frickin' thing. I should read the description of the ring, obviously, but which I guess was the locus of his power? I really need to spend my souls on something before I lose them. Well, let's go tell Gao the good news, and then we'll throw it over to Future Sky to take another look at another one of these bosses that I'm kind of tearing through a little too soon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little disappointed, because I'm clearly coming here at like, way past the point when it would have been a proper challenge. Which honestly is a little... it sucks a little bit. Like, Kalameet feels like he should have been a much harder boss than he was, but I just kept surviving everything, because my armor is way over upgraded, and my weapon is, like, plus 15. I should have come here sooner. I should have done the DLC sooner. Oh well. No point complaining about it now. Ooh, the ring. I should look at the ring. Receive double damage. Well, that's a way to even the odds. A ring enchanted by the orange eye of Kalameet, the bringer of calamity. Doubles damage received by its wearer. A useless ring befitting of no finger. Best left unknown, or at least well hidden. So he's the bringer of calamity, and the eye is a damage buff to you, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense.
Why, thou hast defeated Kalameet? Wondrously played. Lord Gwyn's blessing upon me. That beast will never take to the skies again. This great bow, I shan't need it, with no dragons to hunt. I know not if a human could even operate it, but here,
wait,
thy need
what?
outweighs mine.
How? It's bigger than me!
I suspect thou hast taken a gander at it, but the dark of the abyss, which swallowed poor Artorias, threatens to devour our entire land of Ulasil. It seems that this dire fate is unavoidable, but, seduced by a dark serpent or no, they awoke that thing themselves and drove it mad. One's demise is always one's own making.
That seems poignant.
If thine wish is to succeed poor Artorias and challenge the spread of the dark, then thou must face Manus, father of the abyss. The dark emanates from Manus himself. Even if this land shall expire, thou may be able to prevent further corrosion. But even so, one day the flames will fade, and only dark will remain.
Indeed.
And even a legend such as thyself can do nothing to stop that.
So, that was Kalameet, bringer of calamity, apparently, who went down a little easier than I would have liked, perhaps, because I am, frankly, overpowered for the situation that I'm in right now. Still, I didn't get a great look at him during the fight, because I was too busy being sort of vaguely terrified by him and worried about that curse thing he was doing. So maybe in taking a closer look at the footage and hopefully a bit of some of the art and the character models around the guy, Future Sky will be able to tell us a little bit more about the dragon boss that we fought here, and maybe a little bit about dragons in general, because they seem to be kind of important to this game, so maybe it's time we took a look into those. So, over to you, Future Sky. Well, thank you very much, Pascine, and yes, indeed, it is dragons that we shall speak of, because Kalameet himself is, on the surface, not especially interesting. He's a dragon. He's a dragon who looks like a dragon, and who looks much like most other westernized dragons that you'll see in video games or movies. And so, there's a limited amount of stuff to talk about with him specifically. Everything you need to know about Kalameet really comes through in his name, Kalameet, or, if you change the pronunciation a little bit, Kalameet. Japanese language and media is legendarily fond of making puns, and Kalameet is no different. It's just unusual that the pun would translate so directly. But Calamity is what he is, and therein lies his most direct connection to the folklore of dragons. The first problem, though, when you're talking about dragons is the word. dragon. It comes from Latin, Draco, a word that can mean both huge serpent and dragon. And the word Draco itself is derived from a word in ancient Greek that could translate to something approximating huge sea beast. And already you can kind of see the trouble beginning, because we have a word now which means giant serpent, flying, fire-breathing lizard monster, and also sea beast. Now, dragons exist in mythologies all over the world. The Western world and the Eastern world, and all kinds of religions and cultures and peoples have their own legends about fire-breathing monsters, or giant lizards, or giant serpents, or flying snakes, and all kinds of other creatures, all of whom sometimes somehow get sort of lumped together and molded into this common category that we call the dragon. In the various folkloric myths and legends that sort of have formed the modern structure of the dragon, some of them have wings, some of them have legs, some of them don't, some of them are lizards, some of them are serpents, some of them have the forepaws of a lion, some of them have scorpion tails. They have all kinds of different weird characteristics, and that's not even getting into the Eastern concept of dragons, which has very little to almost nothing to do with the Western concept, but which were lumped together under the same root word for reasons that I'm actually not quite sure about. I looked a little bit into the linguistic research on the subject, and it was kind of confusing and contentious. The closest thing you find to a common denominator in dragon myths, certainly in the West, is that almost all of them serve as the cause or the bearer or the herald of evil. Generally speaking, when there's a dragon involved in a story, that dragon demands human sacrifices, or casts evil magic, or attempts to subvert the world in one way or another. In Norse mythology, for example, the Jormungandr, which is a grand worm that circles the entire world, a giant serpent, in other words, which is said to have poisonous or fire breath, will eventually at Ragnarok be the creature that kills and is killed by Thor. In ancient Hebrew myth, we have the Leviathan, who is slain by Yahweh as part of his plan to upend and remake the cosmic order. In Mesopotamian myth, we have several references to snake-like or dragon-like creatures that cause havoc and destruction and must be slain by great heroes or gods. Most notably, Tiamat is often constructed as a dragon. In Germanic mythology, we have Beowulf, who slays a dragon as part of one of his many great labors that prove his strength as a king and warrior. And dragons and great serpents of various kinds show up as monsters that must be slain by heroes in myths from places as far-ranging as the High North to the Middle East. So dragons, then, generally tend to represent some kind of challenge or threat to the natural order or to the power of the gods that must be destroyed as a hero trial for some grand hero to overcome in order to prove their worth or in order to prove their heroism. And Gao, in our game, says as much. Dragon slaying is the highest calling of knighthood. Kalameet is an entirely optional boss in this game. You really don't have to fight him. He's not blocking your path in order to go anywhere. He's not even blocking your path to Manus. He is a trial that you can choose to take on, a quest that you can choose to undertake, for no other purpose, really, than proving that you can. And so, perhaps there is a point to Kalameet's extremely standard, rather generic dragon design. He is the generic dragon. He is that mythological standard monster for the hero to overcome. He is a beast who represents calamity and evil, and in overcoming him, the chosen undead, the hero of the story, proves their mettle and their ability to stand against the greater challenges to come. But that is really all. He's not much of a character. He doesn't really come with motivations or much of a backstory. He's just this evil thing that lurks around the environment and menaces you, but never really does anything until you, well, choose to confront him. Generic, though, is not the same as bad. Kalameet is a compelling boss fight, and he is a compelling challenge to overcome with the chosen undead. By slaying this incredibly generic dragon in this incredibly generic folkloric mythical hero fashion, you are entering yourself into the pantheon of great heroes of Lordran, in the same way that St. George did when he slew his dragon, or Beowulf did when he slew his, or Heracles when he confronted the Hydra. By entering you into the pantheon of the typical archetypal dragon slayer, I think Dark Souls is trying to tell us something about how we should understand the quest of the chosen undead. There is a parallel between Dark Souls and mythology that we haven't really touched on yet. And now that the game is making such an effort to place the chosen undead into the context of ancient legendary archetypal heroes, well, there's one hero that's been on my mind more and more, and that is Maui, or Loki, or Rapid, or Grandmother Spider from Cherokee myth. It's the fallen Hebrew angel Azazel, and it's Amirani from the myths of Georgia. But the name that you may know him under is Prometheus, the hero who steals fire from the gods. Because what else have we been doing slaying Seath and the Grave Lord Nito and the Four Kings except reclaiming fire from godlike figures to be used, well, hopefully, for the benefit of humanity? Hey, thank you very much for watching another episode of the Boss Designs of Dark Souls. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit the like, comment, subscribe buttons, and the bell icon, and all the other YouTube stuff, because unless the numbers go up, well, my channel doesn't get to survive. If you want to support my work and the Boss Designs of Dark Souls more directly, well, Patreon is right there for that. We've got a bunch of rewards for it if you want to sign up for a monthly subscription. But if you just want to give me a one-time tip to say, hey, good job, you talked about dragons and heroes and Prometheus for a while, here's $3, well, there's some tip jars down in the description that you can use for that. As I say at the end of all my videos, even $1 to an online content creator can be the same as thousands of views on a video or tens of thousands on a web page supported by advertising. Even $1 matters a lot more than you think. So whether it's me or whether it's someone else, if there's an online content creator whose work you enjoy, please consider supporting them directly with whatever you can. It makes much more of a difference than you think. Of course, if you can't or you just don't want to do that, that's completely okay. It is more than enough for me that you have watched the video this far. If you haven't enjoyed this video, of course you can hit the dislike button down below, and YouTube headquarters will immediately send a shape-shifting robot assassin to kill me, and should he succeed, he will assume my identity and take my place, and my next video will be something like, I don't know, reacting to a viral video while playing Fortnite and doing vape tricks with Jake Paul. Thank you very much for watching.